Welcome to State of the City. My name is Todd Prafke. I'm the City Administrator here in St. Peter, and today is September 30th. And a crisp morning, 40-some degrees, but as usual, I know you're not here to listen to the weather report. You're really here to listen about some of the things and activities that are going on with the City of St. Peter. So thanks for clicking on us, whether you're catching us on Facebook or YouTube or on our website. We really appreciate you taking the time to click on us and hear some of the things that are going on. I have a couple of primary missions today, one of which is to review a couple of meetings that happened just last night. First, the City Council workshop, and then second, a joint meeting of the school board and the City Council, which they do on a every once in a while basis, but still for communities of our size, of our type, having the school board and the City Council meet together to talk about joint planning, joint activities is still a pretty unique thing, and I think great for all of us as taxpayers in looking for efficiencies and trying to make sure that we're all doing the right thing. Because after all, I mean, it's all coming from the same pocket, right? We're all paying taxes into this. We want to make sure that it all works well together for you. So anyway, those are that's my first mission. My second mission is to cover a few tidbits, leaf pickups and stuff like that. So hang on, here we get started. First of all, from the workshop last night, the City Council discussed two primary topics, the first of which is being a child care study group. And I know I've talked about this on this forum, on this video blog before, but the Council is likely to take some action in the near future to try and encourage additional development of home daycares within St. Peter. You know, we've had a very positive and strong influx of young families to our community, and that's left a need for additional daycare slots here in St. Peter. And that, coupled with a lot of people getting out of that home daycare business, means that, God, what can we do to try and figure out ways to encourage people, stimulate people, afford people opportunity to get into that business? So the Council talked about that at their workshop. They've also visited with Nicollet County about that. The city and the county both participate in how licensing kind of occurs for those folks that want to do in-home daycare. And so the City Council is really planning to take action in the near future to forgive some of the fees, to provide additional incentive for folks who might want to get into that type of business, the opportunity to do that so that more families, more young children can be supported within our community. So they're excited about that. So watch for more on that. It's in the discussion stages, but I think they'll be taking action in the next couple of weeks or so to make some of that more of a reality. So watch for that. The second item I want to visit about is the second meeting of last night, which is that joint school board and city council meeting. And so here you can see my notes. Here's a copy of the agenda, my great graphics there. You can see my notes listed on there. The primary reason for this meeting was for the school board and the city council to receive an update on the Lampert Farm and the Hermel property. And we've talked a little bit about that in the past, and I've shown you some maps about that previously. But their goal, and they gave staff and some subcommittees some very clear direction as far as they wanted to happen. And so last night was some reporting back, and I'll just show you a quick graphic. This is one of the graphics that they saw last night about the potential use of that property. Now, this is located on the west edge of town, off Broadway, just west of where the Catholic Church is. So you can take a look at some of the things that they're talking about. This relates to the school district doing or potentially looking at building a new high school, and relates to park facilities for the community overall. And not just athletic complex facilities, like you can see there are ball fields and that kind of thing, but also passive play space. I know someone used the term green space, which we're trying to stay away from, but maybe it's that nature area space, those trails, those things that are not organized baseball or softball or soccer, but parks that people want to use and picnic in and throw the frisbee in, and that kind of stuff is all very important to the makeup of a community. So by the city council and the school district working together, the goal is to find ways to support the community in a better way. Certainly to do it more efficiently because we don't have the redundancy in some of those other things. And frankly, again, as the school board and the city council illustrate, it's all coming from the same pockets. And so we want to make sure that we do it in a really well-planned, efficient way. And so we're excited for that opportunity. So even though I showed you this picture, I guarantee that as we get to the end and all this comes together, it will not look exactly like that. It will look something different. You know, it's a process. And so you go through and you think about things and you try and design it well, and then you know, critically review those and come up with different ideas or modified ideas or tweaked ideas that are a little bit better. And so we are you know, partway through that process, but as we get towards the end, there'll be opportunity for public participation and community participation in October and November, and so we're really excited about the opportunities that that provides. Anyway, that's kind of the basics from that meeting last night. Now let me hit to tidbits. I want to be pretty quick with that. I want to mention the hot sheet. Now if you are not a person that subscribes to the hot sheet, you can get the hot sheet, which is our weekly electronic newsletter, either emailed to you, email me, let me know. Here, I'll show you the address where you can email us, right there at the top. You email that address and we're happy to send it to you, or you can get it on our website. Now the hot sheet has lots of great information in it. Comes out really just about every week, or 50 weeks a year. It comes out, give or take a little bit, maybe it's 49. And so there's lots of great information in there, so we really encourage you to participate in that and pay attention to that hot sheet. And here's some of the places that you can get it. I also want to mention that City Council packets like this one and the other one that I showed you are available online. Here's our website. You can go online on our website and see those packets. See exactly what the participants, what the City Council members get to see. And so we'd encourage you to do that if you want to know more information about what's going on in the city. Also, I want to mention hydrant flushing. If you haven't lived in St. Peter before, or really in any community before, just about every community does hydrant flushing once or twice a year. And so we are starting that process starting October 13th. On our website is some more information about how it's going to work, where it's going to go, but starting October 13th, we're going to do that hydrant flushing. So in the middle of the night, some of our crews will be out there flushing water through fire hydrants, and we do that for a lot of good reasons, one of which is to make sure the hydrants are working well, one of which is to make sure that the lines are flushed out appropriately so that we continue to provide that high quality of water that you deserve and that you pay for. So watch for that. You'll see wet streets. It also can impact washing clothes for a little bit, because at times it can shake out a little bit of rust. So be ready in your area. You might not wash clothes the day that we're flushing in your area, so you want to pay attention for that. Especially if you have whites, you might want to avoid that. Also, we want to mention that fall yard cleanup or pickup for brush and vines and those kind of things, not leaves, but that process for brush and branches and those kind of things has started just yesterday, so that's going to be ongoing. So watch for that. You got to have your stuff out on the curb, not in the street, but kind of on the boulevard on the grass side of the curb, and we'll come along and pick them up for you and make sure that they get composted appropriately. And we also want to mention that leaf pickup will start October 27th. I think that's a little bit later than usual, but October 27th. So watch for more information on our website or on our Facebook page or in the hot sheet, or on this video blog. We'll be providing some more information as we get closer, but towards the end of October, October 27th through November 10th, I think, are the dates that that's going on. So you put your leaves on the grass there right by your curb, and we come along with this giant vacuum thing and suck them all up, and then of course we compost them, and that compost comes back to our compost facility where you can come and get it and then put that compost in your garden or your yard or your rose bushes or whatever you got going on. So trying to do the right environmental thing, and it's a great way to help make it easier for you rather than you hauling all that stuff all over the place. So very important part of it. Let me give one last plug for River's Edge Hospital. I've spent a lot of time there the last week or so, and so it's very true. Exceptional care, close to home. They've been great for me. They'll be great for you too. So anyway, make sure you check out River's Edge Hospital for your health care needs. They're doing great work out there, and we really appreciate that. Now, let me get to the end of my video blog. Here you go. Email me there's our website. We would love it if you would like us on Facebook. Please Facebook us. You get a lot of information on there. Or call us at 934-0663. Be happy to come out and meet with your group, talk about some of the city activities or card club or whatever you got going. Happy to visit and talk about all the things that are going on in St. Peter. So with that, thanks for tuning in. It's great to see you here on the video blog. Hope to see you again next time. Have a great day.